I just put game sound on now.
Okay, I mean I can run the sound through here. You can just hook it in the same way. If that's alright.
I don't care.
Just give me a minute and I'll be up and running.
You just need this, right?
Goal is good. Goal is good. Scored by Brittany Rico. Princeton fouls on number 44, Devonna Allgood, her first, team's first. Brittany Rico at the line, one shot.
Warm up here, man.
Yeah. That's why I don't wear my Princeton jacket, this shirt. Too warm up here. So when I plugged it in and out, I got a signal, but nothing else.
That piece is like so temperamental. The other end of it, I have to do some troubleshooting. But in the meantime, I'll be able to get you audio.
That was Kate Miller from Devonna Allgood.
Keep my clothes on.
What kind of wire you need? Just the headphones?
The same exact way.
All right, but I just have game sound on now.
I'm just making sure this works.
Princeton goal by Niveen Rasheed. DePaul goal by Keisha Hampton. No basket. Three-pointer for the Tigers, Lauren Edwards. Princeton fouls on number 44, Devonna Allgood, her second, team second. Keisha Hampton at the line, shooting two. For DePaul, number 33, Maureen Mulcrone is in. For the Tigers, number 43, Megan Cohen on the end. DePaul fouls on number 24, Keisha Hampton, her first, team's first. For the Blue Demons, number 31, Jasmine Honey is in the ballgame, and she replaces Keisha Hampton. Timeout. Timeout. A media timeout. At the conclusion of each game that Princeton wins, fans can bring their ticket stub to the U-Store tent in the concourse of the stadium or to the Princeton University store on Nassau Street within 48 hours and receive 10% off your purchase. Fans will have to present their ticket stub in order to get the discount.
Huh? I'm just sending out the game sound.
Yeah, it's fine for now. I'm gonna get this fixed in a minute.
Look, when I plug it in, the bar is not over like it was being connected. It did.
Like there's no power button on that thing. It's just when you plug it in, it usually works. And like both sides, you know, like if this side is turned on, that side doesn't light up. You know what I mean? They work together. And like
I have to turn the knob. Turn the knob. The light, see it?
yeah, turn it was on here, but it wasn't on there.
Turn it all the way to the left.
The ball number 24, Keisha Hampton, is back in.
So the men will be here tomorrow. I don't know if Fias is about it tomorrow.
No, the men are away. They're at Rider.
Oh, they're at Rider. Well, I gotta talk to them.
DePaul goal by Keisha Hampton.
Alright, I'm good. How long do you want to move this to the side of you? You do your thing. I'll work around you.
Hi. Here's a plug that goes in.
For DePaul, number 21,
Just let me
Megan
know when you're
Rogalski is
ready.
in the ball game. And she replaces Anna Martin.
Yeah, because it's not plugged into the camera yet.
Okay, I'll plug it in and then you can go whenever you're ready. You're good whenever you're ready.
That was Lauren Edwards.
By Rinko. Nice back to his feet. Edwards legs up and in with the left hand. So Edwards with 5. That's a 10-9 ball game. 1 point lead for the Pearls. 14:40 left to go. First half. Rinko trying to cross over. Throws to the lane. Penny's turnaround. Jay misses. The rebound grabbed by Edwards. Delansky tosses left for Edwards. Edwards with a right-handed dribble waste time. Looking for Bowen posting up. Can't get it to her. Instead Miller. Miller all the way up. Got hit. And we'll go to the line for a couple of free throws. Ball foul is on number 21, Megan Rogalski, her first. So this will send Miller to the free throw line after the foul to Rogalski. That's her first team foul too. Kate Miller at the line shooting. Miller this season, a very good free throw shooter. 90% on the year. First one is up and in. Miller will get one more attempt to try to give Princeton their first lead of the game. That one is in. So the Tigers, after falling behind 5-0, lead 14-17 left to go in the first half. Hampton brings it down the floor. Off is top of the key for Reynolds. Ball deflected at the left wing, grabbed by Hampton. She jacks up a left corner shot. That is no good. Rebound grabbed by Rasheed. Another one. Miller, middle of the floor. Left side pass for Edwards. Edwards trying to go baseline. Back outside to Miller. Miller dribbled the ball out for foot and will have a tie-up and a jump grab. The possession stays with the Tigers. Back out of the floor. The play takes Maureen Mulcrow. So stepping off will be Mulcrow. And it'll be Tigers basketball. Left of the basket, 18 seconds to shoot. Again, the pace has been pretty steady in this game. To start out, you'd expect that, considering the athleticism of both of these teams. Inbound play goes to Rasheed for a tie-up. By Reynolds forces the jump ball possession arrow to DePaul. Pass middle of the floor for Hampton, and now DePaul are going to work offensively. Reynolds stops at the left wing, throws up top to Penning. 14 in 7 days for the Blue Demons. Let's see how much gas they have in the tank here as this game goes along. By Bowen off the tip by Harry. Rasheed, right corner for Polanski. Polanski driving the lane, a layup. And that is a long offensive drought for Polanski, who had not scored. And now she comes over the field. Will they hit a layup? That is so good. And then Reynolds flies in and a foul. Polanski picks up the first bucket here since November the 25th against Davidson. But the steal on the crossover nearly has back-to-back field goals. This couldn't finish that layup. It's a 13-10 lead for the Tigers. 12:55 left to go. First half. Reynolds, throw left. Up top for Harry. Harry round the lane. Flips the pass over the left side for Reynolds. 10 seconds to shoot. Inside to Penny, right-handed. Hook shot is good. So Penny, a 64% shooter on the season. You can see why. Gets in, quick decisions, high percentage shots. 13-12. Tigers up by 1. 12:21 left to go. The field to the right block the ball, puts it up, no good, but we'll get a against the Tigers. Anna Martin back in for the pass. Reynolds will take another rest. Martin moving down the floor, quickly crossing over at the foul line. Stops her dribble outside. A long jumper by Harry. That misses right on the rim. Another rebound grab by Niveen Rasheed. Left corner jumper by Edwards misses. Another rebound by Rasheed. Edwards drives, open is Bowen, and out to travel. Bowen was open, but just couldn't come up with the ball in time, and if you try to make a move, let you a traveling call. Down onto the floor with 11:55 left to go. In the first half, and the Tigers lead upon the score of 13-12. Okay, as we mentioned earlier, in that game against Tennessee, a national televised game, the Madison Square Garden, DePaul losing that game by a score of 84-61. That was a part of the Maggie-Dixon Classic. If you're not familiar with the story of Maggie Dixon, passed away at the age of 28, but has a tie-in with DePaul. She was the assistant coach under Doug Brewer from 2001 to 2005. The head coach of Army. Teams from around the country came to her memory by staging the Maggie Dixon Classic. seen here in the last 2 second halves of games. And Cena here off the inbound. Rasheed lays it up. Too strong the rebound, grabbed by Martin. Looked like a little rushed on that shot in terms of a defender right in her back. Putting pressure on, and Rasheed couldn't get the layup to drop. Top of the arc, full ball, that misses by half of the Polanski rebound. DePaul struggling a little bit here offensively. To start up, Bowen in the lane. Right-handed hook, missed it. And Harry with the ball. So far, Niveen Rasheed doing work on the glass. 6 rebounds, by the way. And we'll see Allgood head back in at the left whistle. Harry. Turnaround shot is up and in. And DePaul back out in front by 1. 14-14 lead. For the Blue Demons. Polanski throws right for Bowen, middle of the floor. Cutting Rasheed, lays it up with the right hand. Look at the ball, the Tigers jump back out in front. 15-14. For Rasheed, strong first half continues. 4.6 rebounds. Martin at the foul line, throws on the left baseline. In the corner, Rico through ball, that's good. Rico. The freshman, averaging 9 points per game, makes it a 17-15 lead for the Blue Demons. Miller catches, tries to throw it back toward Rasheed. Rasheed is tied up in the lane. The Tigers will get the possession arrow. McCall hung, and also back in, hung in for the first time. Miller getting the start. Polanski will toss in, left of the basket with 17 seconds to shoot. Polanski looking. Throws all the way up top to Niveen Rasheed. Rasheed in the lane to Allgood. Allgood against Harry. Lost the ball for a moment. Got it back. 9 to shoot. Polanski catches. At the right wing. Polanski. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. Polanski to Edwards. 1 to shoot. Let the go. Left baseline. Knocked down the shot as the shot clock expired. Tie up at 17. 9:38 left to go in the first half. Harry deep at the wing area. Right side. Crossed over the dribble and turned it over. Polanski with a score. Hung. Over to Rasheed in front of the DePaul bench. Rasheed. Ball fake. Throws to the lane. Score. Rico. 2-on-2. Rico. Trying to throw it outside to Martin. That ball deflected. Actually hit off the official. Right back to Martin. Well, hands it up and in. Halfway for the Tigers. That ball was on a beeline towards the Princeton bench. Actually hit off one of the officials, and now Polanski back down the floor, throws it away. Number 22, Lawrence Johnson will head in. Polanski will sit. And here replaces Lawrence Polanski. Sometimes basketball is, well, a game of fortuitous bounces. And it played against Princeton there. No way that ball was staying in bounds, but it hit off one of the officials right in the hands of Martin, who has the ball. Harry, left baseline jumper, that's good. So Harry, the team's leading rebounder for a pair. 21-17 edge. Quick throw, run put together by the Blue Demons. Edwards, up and under. Floater off the window, right side, missed it. The ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the ball. Kristen Helmstetter in the game. Getting Niveen Rasheed will also see Miller back out on the floor as well. And number 22, Miller back in the ball game. Replacing one Edwards. Edwards will get a rest. For the ball, number 24, Keisha Hampton is back in. And Edwards has been very active in this game so far. Edwards with 7 points to lead Princeton in scoring in this first half. Johnson inbounds play to Hunt. Hunt throws right for Helmstetter. Down low to Allgood. Just couldn't get it to fall. Rico, middle of the floor. Layup, Hampton good. Right back to Paul, taking his advantage of the Tigers unable to finish off the play. 23-17 lead. 8 minutes left. Johnson double team, top of the key. Going right for Miller. Left wing up top for Helmstetter. Johnson launches a left corner three. That's no good. Long rebound. Back to Rogowski. Winko looking to move. Has Martin wide open. Takes it all the way. Misses the layup. All good with the rebound. Martin was wide open at the left of the lane. And she didn't look her way. Johnson defeated the foul line for all, but that ball fired overhead and out of bounds. Martin got a fingertip on it. But we'll head into a timeout with 7:24 left in the first half of the ball. Leading by the score, 23-17. Tickets for Princeton basketball. Continuation of other action in the Ivy League. This is the only other Ivy League game going on in all the Ivy League team, I should say. Action yesterday when the Princeton beat Dartmouth 60-42. What was interesting about that game, the start time on that contest was 11 a.m. Some bagels and basketball on a Monday morning. Hartford getting a win over Dartmouth. And folks, interestingly enough, we mentioned the Ivy League. This will be the last home game of the calendar year for Princeton. And also, it's the last home game before Ivy League play begins. So the Tigers will not take the court, but the fans will happen again after tonight until January 14th, and then we go on the big one of Cornell. The Ivy League schedule normally you see the start of Princeton 10. And then the Tigers undergoing a long layoff. Princeton 10 on January 7th. Again, the following Friday, the Tigers will take on Cornell. And then, again, another departure from what we've normally seen. Friday, Saturday action. It'll be Friday, Sunday, with Columbia coming to town, making the short trip from New York City here to Princeton. Play resumes with just under 7.5 remaining in the first half. Martin gets a screen from Harry, trying to shake Edwards, and we'll get a foul here.
Princeton foul is on number 32.
It'll be charged to Helmstetter. That's her first, team foul 4 applied to the Tigers. Right of the basket, looking to toss in. Martin finds Reynolds. Hampton fires a pass over to Martin, who's been pretty quiet here offensively in the early going. Pass in the lane in the steal by Edwards. Down the floor, Johnson lost the handle, got it back, and then had to wait for everybody else to get back down the floor. Rasheed, right corner. Up top flashing is Helmstetter. Left side for Edwards, launches a three, that rims out. Helmstetter offensive board, puts it up, couldn't get the follow. All good. Right-handed hook shot is good.
For number 44, Devon Allgood.
So Devon Allgood laying it up and in. It's a 4-point game. 23-19 edge for the Blue Demons. 6:25 left to go in the first half. Martin, left of the lane, pass for Hampton. Hampton, turnaround J is up, no good. We'll get a whistle and a foul. To the dismay of Coach Banghart, the foul charged to Niveen Rasheed. That's her first. Team foul 5, and that'll put Hampton on the line.
Shooting 2.
Tigers 1-0 this season against Big East competition, earning a win back on November 19th against Villanova. Hampton's first free throw is good. One more on the way from Hampton. Second free throw misses off the back of the rim. Harry gets in there for the offensive rebound. 5-point lead for DePaul. Edwards nearly steals it from Martin. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blue Demons. 26 seconds to shoot. 6:12 left in the first half. Reynolds, left of the lane, throws outside. Hampton. Guarded by Allgood, puts a shot up and in. So Hampton, a quick shooter from the right elbow. 26-19 lead for the Blue Demons. So they get 3 out of that possession after the missed free throw and an offensive rebound. Helmstetter throws right for Rasheed. She'll put up a 3. That is no good. The loose ball off to Martin, looking to run. Martin to the right elbow, to the lane. The kick out now up top for Harry. Harry flips it over to Reynolds. It's a quick and active offense here, and now a foul in the lane. This will be against Princeton. It'll be charged to Laura Johnson. So Johnson charged the foul. That'll be her first. Princeton 6. Side out coming up for the Blue Demons as Martin will go to work. Martin throws right of the circle for Hampton, launches the 3. That is good. Keisha Hampton. Well, forward, mentioned it earlier, she can step out and knock down the jumper, and a lot of her pressure offensively has been from the jump shot perspective. 29-19 lead for the Blue Demons, who just like that have reeled off a 6-0 run to make it a 10-point game. Allgood's jumper, top of the arc, misses. Martin with the board. 4:51 left to go in the half. Mulcroin launches a left wing 3. That is good.
3-pointer for the Blue Demons.
And we'll have a timeout on the floor called by the Tigers.
30-second timeout.
32-19. So DePaul leading by 4, launching a run of 9-0. A couple of threes, also a bucket after a missed free throw on a 1-for-2 trip has extended this lead out to 13 and 32-19 for the Blue Demons. So DePaul taking advantage of a couple of Princeton mistakes, and when you're playing a team like DePaul, these type of openings you have to be careful with, because DePaul, one of those teams that they don't go supremely deep into their bench.
For DePaul, number 12, Brittany Rinko, and number 31, Jasmine Penny are in.
They will certainly throw some offense at you regardless of the situation. Rasheed, left of the circle, throws in the lane for Edwards, back outside for Bowen. Bowen throws a pass wide of Miller, out of bounds. .433 left to go. First half, DePaul leading it by 19, or 13 I should say, 32-19. Pass in the lane by Rinko, and it's a turnover. Rinko tried to slip one in there towards Penny, batted away, and a turnover committed by DePaul. Princeton basketball with 4:20 remaining. Polanski, near side of the floor, over to Rasheed. Rasheed, top of the key, guarded by Hampton. Edwards at the left wing, dribbles in, jumpers up, no good. Good box out by Mulcroin. Leads to a Penny possession. Now over to Martin, baseline. Into the corner. Martin jacks up a 3. That hits off the top of the backboard. The ball loose out to Rasheed. 2-on-1. Rasheed dumps off for Bowen, lays it up and in. So that stops the 9-0 run by the Blue Demons. So Bowen with the layup, and the Tigers trail at 32-21. Rinko at the left baseline. Steps out for a 3. That misses. And the rebound grabbed by Mulcroin. Penny trying to drive with the right hand. No good, but a foul. And this will be against Bowen as we head to a media stop on the floor with a score DePaul 32 and Princeton 21.
Timeout, a media timeout.
So thus far, the Tigers led in scoring by Lauren Edwards, who has 7. Miller and Rasheed each with 4, and then Polanski, Allgood, and Bowen each with a pair. For DePaul, Keisha Hampton front and center, 6 of 9 from the field, 15 points. And again, a lot of this damage has not been done in the lane. It's been done from the perimeter. Anna Martin, who leads the team in scoring coming in, averaging 19 points per game. Pretty quiet first half, 1 of 5, 2 points. So after Hampton's 15, Rinko had 6. And then Catherine Harry with 4, and Martin with a pair. Also, the bench has been a factor as well. Mulcroy with 3, and Penny with a pair as well. So DePaul, they're going to show about 9 players. A little banged up from the injury perspective. Deanna Martin, or Deanna Ortiz, one of their top players, I should say, Deanna Ortiz, has missed some time here recently due to an injury. Played a majority of the first 10 games, played in 7 of the first 10 contests, but missing tonight as well, so she's out of the mix. But Doug Bruno certainly has some scoring punch regardless. Penny at the line, misses the first free throw. Penny this season averaging about 6.5 per game. And the second one is good. 33-21, the score. 12-point contest. Tigers trail, 3:08 left to go before halftime. Edwards throws right for Polanski. Polanski ball fake on Rinko. Had the ball knocked away from her, tried to save it, could not. DePaul basketball.
For the Tigers, number 22,
Johnson will head in to spell Polanski.
Lauren Polanski.
2:55 left to go in the half. This was a tightly contested first half until a 9-point flurry put on by DePaul has opened this up to a double-figure game. Martin harassed as she dribbles from the right side of the floor to the left. Up top for Rinko. Rinko. Left elbow extended. 5 to shoot. Top of the key. The drive is up and in. Rogowski with the finish from just inside of the foul line. 14-point lead at 35-21. Johnson trying to clear out some space from Rinko, and that'll be a foul coming up. It'll be a hold against Rinko. Only the 3rd team foul against the Blue Demons. That's Rinko's first. As Johnson will attack from the right baseline. Edwards at the right wing. Up top for Miller. Johnson, catch and shoot 3, left wing, misses. Edwards tips the ball to herself and is fouled. So a great job by Edwards of getting position
Princeton
in the lane. Or no, they're going to call this against Edwards. So Edwards trying to reach over to grab the basketball, and it's going to be against Edwards. And that will put the ball on the line. So Rogowski will go to the stripe. Rogowski with the first of potentially 2. The front end of a 1-and-1 is no good. A Princeton rebound with under 2 minutes left to go. 35-21 lead for the Blue Demons. Johnson right corner, looking for Rasheed at the baseline. Rasheed going up against Harry, missed the shot. Falls to the floor, the rebound grab by the Blue Demons. Rinko throws left side for Martin. Quickly to Penny, now to the block left side for Harry. Harry's shot left of the rim is no good. And Johnson with a board for the Tigers. Bounce pass right for Niveen Rasheed. Rasheed coming off of that double-double on Friday. Feeds right baseline. Up top of Johnson 3. That is up, no good. Rasheed with the offensive board. Rasheed puts it up. That one falls out the front of the rim. Tip back outside to Rasheed. Hit all the way up and a foul. So Rasheed will go to the line for a couple of free throws.
DePaul foul is
nicely done by the junior to keep working. That'll be against Harry. That's her first team foul full. Rasheed with a double-double on Friday, 16 points, 11 rebounds. First free throw is up and in. Hampton,
number 24, Keisha Hampton, is
back out. Penny will sit. One more by Rasheed. That is good. So Rasheed trims it to a 35-23 contest. 1:14 remaining. Rasheed with 6. Rinko, top of the circle. Hands off left for Rogowski. They flip it to Martin. The feed to Hampton, right of the paint. Under a minute left, 55 seconds remaining in the first half. Rogowski launches a 3. That misses. Too strong, right in the hands of Hampton. Martin trying to penetrate, kicks it back outside. Hampton puts it on the floor. The feed to a rolling Harry goes glass, puts it in. A roll to the bucket by Catherine Harry. Makes it 37-23. Johnson, left of the lane, lost the ball off her leg. DePaul basketball.
Timeout DePaul.
As DePaul
30 seconds.
and Doug Bruno will call a timeout with 26 seconds left to go. And with the shot clock turned off, obviously a situation here for Coach Bruno to set up the final possession of this first half for DePaul. Doug Bruno, as Coach Banghart, if you had a chance to check it out in the pregame interview, Coach Banghart very complimentary of Doug Bruno, and you can understand why in his 26th season as the head coach of the DePaul Blue Demons has built one of the top programs in the country. Ball tossed in to Rinko. Rinko looking at the clock with 19 seconds left, throws up top for Hampton. Patiently trying to execute this final play of the first half. Hampton drives, that jumper is up and in. Roll on the rim. Down the floor, 8 seconds left. Rasheed, middle of the floor. Now to the right side of the floor, the block and a layup, a foul. So Rasheed will go to the line here for a couple of free throws. Rogowski charged with a foul, and that's a nice job by Rasheed to get down the floor with only 8 seconds left. And an opportunity to cut into the deficit. First free throw by Rasheed is good. One more. The second one is good as well. 39-25. With 2 seconds left, Hampton just throws one down the floor, and that'll do it. So the Tigers go into the locker. Left Bruno's gag with an efficient offensive performance after struggling through the first moments. The Blue Demons utilizing some timely three-point shooting to help bolster a double-digit lead. And lead it here by 14 as we're just about ready to start the second half. As the Tigers will send out Polanski along with Miller, Edwards, Allgood, and Rasheed. Conversely, the Blue Demons with Reynolds, Martin, Hampton, Harry, and Rinko. Harry, top of the key, trap, throws right for Martin. Martin into the corner for Hampton, who showed great range in this game. Harry, long jumper, right baseline, that's good.
The ball goal by Catherine Harry.
So Harry pours in 2 to start off the half for the Blue Demons. On a positive note, it's 41-25. Polanski catches from Rasheed, hands off to Edwards. 15 to shoot for the Tigers. Low post action for Allgood. Hook shot from the right side misses. The loose ball tipped outside, grabbed by Rasheed. Rasheed up and under, tricks and splits the DePaul defense to get the shot to fall. 41-27, 19 minutes remaining. Rasheed into double figures. Another double-double, second straight for her at 10 and 10. Martin at the foul line. Right of the lane, kicks it out to Harry. Harry with the feed to Hampton, deflected, stolen by Polanski. Polanski in that first half with a couple of steals. On the drive, Rasheed is fouled. That was the third steal of the game for Polanski. Harry charges her second on the foul to Rasheed. And it'll be Rasheed at the line.
Shooting 2.
Rasheed will attempt free throws 5 and 6. First one is up and in. That was an area where Niveen Rasheed struggled in the early portion of the season from the free throw line, but certainly her competitive nature and willingness to improve, and that coming into play as a free throw shooting very smooth as of late. Has hit on all 6, and now we'll get a jump ball call after a tie-up off the inbounds play. The Tigers get the better of the call with the possession arrow pointing to Princeton. So a couple of Rasheed free throws. It's a 12-point game, 41-29, Princeton ball. Polanski throws up top for Rasheed. The feed to Allgood. Left-handed layup is in. Savannah Allgood, 41-31. 18:29 left to go. From Jadwin. Ball off the hands of Hampton, a steal. Rasheed throws left for Edwards. Back up top, it's Polanski. Backing down is Rasheed, lays it up and in. Rasheed taking it to Harry. We're going to time out by Doug Bruno. The Tigers
30-second timeout will be coming.
swimming into an 8-point game. 41-33 with 18-12 left to go. Well, this is certainly a type of start that Coach Banghorn has to be pleased with. Coming out after the half, the Tigers putting together an 8-2 run to cut the deficit down to 8 at 41-33. This game at one point was tied at 17 with 9:52 left to go. And then from there, that was a part of that intriguing sequence where Polanski came up with a steal, and then Niveen Rasheed had a chance to complete matters for the Tigers, but unfortunately couldn't come up with that. And then from there, that's when the game started to turn a little bit. Still a 23-19 game in the first half, but DePaul really turning up the voltage on the Tigers, going on a 9-0 run after the game became 23-19. So Doug Bruno unhappy with the start for his team here in the second half. Huddled up and they head back out of the floor, leading by 8. It'll be DePaul basketball as the Tigers pick up pressure full court. Rinko checked by Lauren Edwards. Near steal by Allgood. That ball deflected away from Martin, and they say it's off of Martin. Martin thought that ball was last touch, just from her body language at least. Thought it was last touched by Allgood, but instead Martin. Polanski. Bounce pass over to Edwards, nearly stolen, but Polanski tracked it down. Edwards double team near side. Over to Miller. Miller left of the circle. Dribbling in past Harry. And that ball goes off her leg out of bounds. DePaul basketball. So DePaul up 8. again, this is a ranked team that certainly the Tigers are making a go at this thing, as Allgood called with a foul on the bump of Martin.
Princeton foul is on number 44.
And this will be the third charge to Allgood. One foul for each side here in the second half. Rinko at the controls, top of the circle. Hands off to Reynolds. Hampton, top of the circle, 14 seconds to shoot. Rinko, guarded by Miller, 10 to shoot. Rinko trying to drive, layups up and in.
That was Brittany Rinko.
Rinko scooped it up and put it in from the left side. It's 43-33. Rinko has some speed in the backcourt position for this DePaul club. Ball thrown right side for Edwards. Polanski guarded tightly by Rinko. Bounce pass, left side jumper, Miller, no good. Allgood with a rebound. Allgood scooping under, putting it in. DePaul Allgood. Getting it back to 8 at 43-35. 16:35 left to go. Martin, top of the circle. Now Rinko, left wing three. That is good. Brittany Rinko, 34% shooter on the year from behind the arc. Nets three, 46-35. DePaul leads it by 11 with 16:15 left. Miller, left of the circle. Down low, posting up Edwards. Right-handed shot too strong. A rebound by Rasheed. Batted back outside, and Miller drive and a foul. So the Tigers fighting hard down low on the offensive glass.
Harry, it's the third personal foul, 3 on Harry. Team second.
And that will be Harry's third.
Jay Miller at the line, shooting 2.
This will put Miller at the stripe. Miller's first is up and in.
For DePaul, number 31, Jasmine
Penny back
number
in.
33, Maureen Mulcrone are in.
Mulcrone in as well. Reynolds will sit as will Harry.
And Catherine Harry.
One more for Miller on the way. Second free throw is good. 46-37, DePaul up 9. 16:05 left to go. Tigers again pressuring backcourt. Martin crossing the midcourt line, guarded by Polanski. Martin behind the back dribble, lost the handle for a moment. A long three by Rinko misses. The rebound in front of the DePaul bench, tracked down by Hampton. Ball deflected in the lane, stolen by Miller. Ahead to Rasheed. Rasheed lays it up, foul. Missed the shot, but will go to the line for a couple of free throws. So Martin will pick up the foul. That's her first, team foul 3. Will go to a timeout on the floor with 15:38 remaining. And Princeton trailing by 9, 46-37. Mentioned earlier, Niveen Rasheed drawing closer to a career high in rebounding. The career high for Rasheed in boards is 16. Which was set against Cornell back on February the 13th of her sensational freshman campaign, February the 13th, 2010, when Rasheed set that mark. Right now at 12 rebounds for the Tigers, along with 14 points. So her second double-double in hand.
Basement Technologies of Central Jersey have teamed up to give Tiger fans
at least second in a row. 16-11 on Friday, and 14-12 here tonight. And one thing that Coach Banghart talked about in that pregame interview was it's been, as of late at least, the last couple of games, scoring by committee outside of Niveen Rasheed. Tonight, Lauren Edwards has 7, DePaul Allgood and Kate Miller each with 6. So they're getting some scoring balance, but DePaul's offense has been equal to the task by and large here throughout this game. So that's the challenge here for Princeton for the remaining 15.5+ minutes. Trying to get those stops against this DePaul club. It's been a road-heavy schedule here for DePaul in terms of number of miles traveled. the University of Hawaii.
Niveen Rasheed at the line, shooting 2.
And then as a part of the Maggie-Dixon Classic, making the visit to the New York region, as Rasheed good on the first free throw. Taking on Tennessee in Madison Square Garden on Sunday, and now against the Tigers here. Rasheed's second free throw is no good. The rebound to Penny. 46-38 game. 8-point lead for the Blue Demons. Rasheed has 15. Hampton, left of the lane jumper, missed it. Rasheed had a hand in on the basketball, was tipped away, and they say Rasheed, well, it looked like for a moment that he pointed in the direction of DePaul, but then is making the correct call, which is basketball to the Tigers. 15-20 remaining. Tigers down 8, 46-38. Hampton crossed over by Rasheed. Ball thrown right for Polanski. 15 seconds to shoot. Polanski handing off to Miller. Miller, foul line jumper is up, no good. Loose ball, Rasheed, another rebound. In the lane, the feed to Allgood, lays it up and in. Devon Allgood turns it to a 6-point game, 46-40. 14:50 left to go. Renko throws to a cutting Mulcroy, lays it up and puts it home. Mulcroy with the finish with the right hand. It's 48-40, 14:30 left to go. Polanski, top of the circle, left side. Edwards launches a three. That's up, misses, left of the rim. And the rebound out to Renko. Down the floor is Martin. Martin bounce pass. Penny running the floor. Lays it up and in.
Now it's Jasmine Penny from Anamarta.
10-point lead for the Blue Demons. 50-40 ball game. Edwards picks up her dribble. Left of the circle. Distributes to Niveen Rasheed. 10 to shoot for Princeton. Rasheed at the right wing. Goes baseline. Dumps it off to Allgood. She's fouled by Anna Martin. So Martin with the half. That'll put Allgood at the line. Allgood thus far shooting 54% from the line. First one's on the way, and that is good. Allgood had that game against UMBC where she was unable to connect on anything from the field, but put in 8 of 10 free throws. Second free throw by Allgood is up. That one's too strong. Another rebound by Niveen Rasheed. Her follow misses right of the basketball, tipped around, grabbed by Anna Martin. 9-point edge for DePaul at 50-41. Renko signals for Martin to come back to the basketball. She does so. Martin trying to cut through the defense, can't. Renko against Niveen Rasheed. Hampton trying to drive by Allgood, lays it up, left it short. Mulcroy with the rebound. The spin in the lane by Hampton puts it in. So Hampton spinning at the right block. Gets the bucket to fall. It's 52-41. So Hampton continuing her success from the first half into the second. Rasheed harassed at the baseline and a steal. Hampton down the floor with a pass to Penny. Penny at the left wing. Over to Martin. Hampton at the foul line. Hampton swings the pass, left block. Fadeaway jumper is up by Penny, no good. The rebound all good. Polanski throws right for Rasheed. All good, left of the circle. Down low, open is Miller, puts it in. Nate Miller gets it back under double figures, 52-43, 12:15 left to go. Kristen Helmstetter at the scorer's table for the Tigers. Miller now with 8. Hampton in the right corner. Renko over to Martin. Good ball distribution. A Mulcroy 3, that is good.
Three-pointer for DePaul's Maureen Mulcrone.
So Mulcrone buries a three. Another one for her tonight. It's 55-43. Penny gets a hand in on the basketball and walks. Slid with the basketball. Passed it down the floor, but
number 51, Catherine Harrier.
slid in the process of passing, and that is a travel. Time on the floor with 11:45 remaining. It is DePaul 55 and Princeton 43. So Niveen Rasheed, 15 points and 15 rebounds. She's actually got a shot here
Princeton and Forest Hill Village layup contest.
at a rare 2020 game.
It's 25 seconds.
11 minutes left to go in this game.
Gets a nice save for two at the
It's
West
not out of the
Forest Hill Village. Doug is in
imagination to think that she would hit 20 and 20.
Get set. Go!
Which, considering the opposition, would be very impressive. The Tigers, though, looking for that second score in double figures. Devonna Allgood the closest with 9. To go along with 4 rebounds. And again for DePaul.
5, 4.
The Blue Demons led by Keisha Hampton, who has 19 points. 8 of 13 in the first half. A little bit
Who had the most?
quieter here in the second. 8 of 13 for the game.
How about a hand for both of our contestants tonight's Weston Princeton and Forest Hill Village layup contest.
Princeton, though, down 12 here. Still plenty of time left. They were able to cut in to the deficit, got it to a 41-33 ball game. Out of halftime, thanks to an 8-2 run. But DePaul, again, you saw a display on the ball corner 3. Quick, efficient passing leading to an open shooter and a three-pointer. Out of the timeout, Princeton basketball. Helmstetter at the right elbow. Outside Polanski. Behind the arc. Polanski throws a pass left for Rasheed. The jumper left side misses, or right side misses it. And the rebound off to Rinko. Rinko harassed and now waits for teammates to get back down the floor. 12-point edge for the Blue Demons at 55-43 with 11:18 remaining. Harry, top of the key, takes a couple dribbles, hands off to Rinko. Rinko right of the circle with a handoff. Rogowski back over to Rinko. A 3 ball is short. The rebound to Harry, and we'll get a foul.
Princeton
let's see
number
this
32.
again.
Princeton
It's against
Helmstetter,
Helmstead.
second. Team second.
That's her second. Allgood is the only Tiger that you would deem to be in significant foul trouble, has 3. She was close there on that play. That would have been her 4th, but instead, still with 3 fouls. Martin, left-handed dribble, swings it left side. The feed down low, Harry going glass, missed the shot, ball tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Tigers, went off a couple of Princeton hands quickly.
Number 24, Keisha Hampton is back in.
DePaul will keep possession. Mulcrone out. Hampton back into the mix, gets the inbounds play on the way up, fouled, and she'll go to the line for a couple of free throws.
Princeton foul is on number 3, Lauren Polanski, her first.
So Polanski picks up the foul. That's her first.
Keisha Hampton at the line.
Number 3 against the Tigers in the half. Hampton at the line. Denzinese, first free throw up on that. And Hampton with 20. Second one on the way by Hampton, that is good.
Number 31, Jasmine Penny.
So the senior Keisha Hampton,
Replacing Catherine Harry.
21 points. Extending the lead out to 14 at 57-43. 10:41 left to go. Polanski, middle of the floor, guarded by Rinko. Now double team, bounce pass right to Allgood. Pass in the lane for Helmstetter, deflected and stolen. Martin driving, right-handed scoop shot, falls off right of the rim. Ball tipped back outside. Now thrown left of the circle for Rinko. Hampton, catch and shoot 3 ball, misses short. Right of the rim rebound for Niveen Rasheed. And that should tie her career high in boards with 16. We'll get a whistle and the ball tipped away. It'll stay with Princeton.
For DePaul, number 20, Kelsey Reynolds.
So Reynolds in.
Replacing Brittany Rinko.
Rinko will sit. Approaching 10 minutes remaining. Tigers trail by 14, 57-43. Ball fake by Rasheed, the drive, the block by Hampton. Martin. Top of the circle. The feed to Reynolds, the layup's no good. Couldn't finish, all good with a rebound. Polanski. Now throws right for Rasheed. Rasheed, doubled by Penny, and Hampton drives with the right hand and lays it in. Niveen Rasheed beating the DePaul double team, and it's 57-45. 17 and 16 for Rasheed. Hampton operating top of the key, guarded by Polanski. A Rogowski three, that misses. All good with a board. Rasheed with some room, right-handed layup, missed it. Had an open path to the basket, but a little bit too much on that layup attempt. Rogowski left of the circle for DePaul. Dribbling to the right baseline, a drive, that is blocked. Polanski. Peeling off, now dribbling to the center of the floor. 18 to shoot, 8:40 left to go in the game. 57-45 contest. Edwards harassed at the left wing. Trying to find someone, does so to Polanski. 5 to shoot. Rasheed, 3 to shoot. Puts it up, no good, an air ball, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. We'll get Bowen, Miller, and Hung in. Also Laura Johnson in as well. We'll see Mariah Smith for the first time tonight. One thing about this game, this is not a walk it up and down the floor type of basketball game. And certainly, both of these teams getting after it on each possession. Reynolds, Rogowski, now Hampton top of the key, a steal by Miller, and Miller is fouled by Hampton. That'll be the 5th foul against DePaul.
Ball foul is on number 24, Keisha Hampton,
and Hampton second. And Doug Bruno not quite pleased with what just transpired. Going over instructions with Keisha Hampton. And Hampton will head out. Walt Crone back in. Johnson will bring it down the floor for the Tigers, who trail up by 12, 57-45. Smith, left baseline, trying to take it up, and misses the shot. Hung with the offensive board. That is good. That ball hung on the rim from Smith, and then Hung was there to clean it up, 57-47. Left of the lane, Martin just threw one up, and a blocking foul is called. So Martin drew some contact on the left block against Kate Miller, and that will lead us to a stop on the floor with the score DePaul 57 and Princeton 47.
I would like to remind you to follow Princeton Athletics on Facebook and Twitter.
The Tigers in a position here to still chip away at this deficit.
Princeton University Department of Athletics.
But we're under 10 here in the second half. 7:44 left to go. The Tigers down 57-47. The Ivy League Players of the Week. By the way, we should make mention of that. The senior guard from Harvard, who the Tigers will see down the line, Brogan Berry. Had a strong week for Harvard in 3 games, averaging 15 points per contest. Meanwhile, Tara Bonenberger named the Ivy League Rookie of the Week. So the Quakers getting some representation there. And it'll be Princeton again on January 7th. most notably, and the closest game today for the Tigers upcoming on Saturday when they take on the 4th-ranked team in the country and begin a 2-game swing in California. The first taking on Stanford. So they'll see Stanford on Saturday. That game with a 4 p.m. Eastern time start, 1 p.m. locally. Of course, for the multitude of Princeton alums out there in California, you might want to check out the game. Of course, many of the Tigers' parents, friends, and family members will be out there to check out the Stanford game. Also, the Tigers taking on Santa Clara as Martin misses the first free throw. She's just been out of sync all night. Hasn't really been in any type of rhythm offensively. Martin averaging 19 points per game. Second free throw, that's good. 58-47. So the Tigers with Stanford and Santa Clara before they get a rather sizable 9-day layoff before coming back to take on Hofstra on the road. Rasheed double teamed and trapped. Owen swung that pass in right of the lane, but that was a missile in towards the hands of Kate Miller out of bounds. And it'll be DePaul basketball. Rinko will bring it across the timeline. 7:20 left to go. 7-point lead for DePaul. In the lane, that's stolen. Miller took it away, and a travel is called. Looked like Rasheed kept her dribble alive there, but they call her with steps. Martin will toss in near side left. Rinko will set up shop left of the circle. Just over 7 minutes left to go, and the Tigers down by 11, 58-47. Jumper up and in from Keisha Hampton. So Hampton doesn't hesitate much. Makes her decision and goes with it. Another quick jumper by her. Polanski with a drive, misses the shot with the left hand, left of the lane. And a 60-47 lead for DePaul and possession of the ball. Martin. Bounce pass right of the lane for Harry. Shoulder fake, puts it up and in.
The ball basket by Catherine Harry.
Harry, not spectacular, but steady. The team's leading rebounder, averaging 7 points and 8 rebounds per game. Drops home a pair at 62-47, 6:18 left. Edwards at the block, lost the ball on her hip, out of bounds. It is Princeton basketball. Last touch by Martin. All good back in for Bowen. Niveen Rasheed, by the way, named to the Ivy League honor roll for her performance last week. Only one game for the Tigers, of course, the 16-11 for Rasheed and the 65-52 loss to Navy. Miller, long jumper, right corner, hits high off the rim. No good, but we'll get a whistle. A foul coming up, and it looks like it'll be against the ball.
33, Maureen Mulcrone, her first.
It'll be charged to Mulcrone, and that's her first. Team foul 6 against the Blue Demons. Edwards left of the basket. Catch and shoot by Rasheed off the inbounds play. That is good. Niveen Rasheed makes it a 62-49 lead for DePaul. Rasheed with 19 and 17. So a new career high in rebounding for Rasheed. Left of the circle, Rinko. Goes to Harry. Hampton spinning away from pressure. Rinko, left baseline. To the wing. Outside, Martin open for a 3-ball counter. Hannah Martin finally getting some production from the outside. Martin knocking down her first 3-pointer of the game again, shooting 53% from 3 coming in, getting her first there. All good at the right block, goes last, puts it home, that's the foul. All good, we'll go to the line here to try to finish the 3-point play.
Ball foul number 24, Keisha Hampton, her third, team 7.
Penny will head in.
Number 31, Jasmine Penny.
Harry will get a breather.
Harry.
So all good at the strike.
All good at the line, 1 shot.
And for the Princeton senior, 11 points, looking for 12. and has it. So the free throw's good. All good. Again, the closest Tiger to 1,000 points on her career. So the three-point play there, 969 in her Princeton career. Ball tipped on a pass in the lane for Penny, stolen by Rasheed. Down the floor for Miller, right block, and a blocking foul call against Martin, who puts her hands up in the air. Can't believe that one.
Number 5, Hannah Martin, a third personal foul. Team Dave.
So that's the third against Martin. And I don't think Doug Bruno is signing off on that call, as he gets the evil eye from one of the officials far side of the floor. Miller's first free throw is good, 65-54. And one more on the way from Miller. So Miller puts home a pair to make it 65-54 with 5 minutes left to go. Miller in double figures as well tonight for the Tigers. Martin top of the circle. A handoff from Hampton. A drive by Martin. She scores.
Ball basket by Hannah Martin.
So Martin coming alive here in the second half offensively after the slow start. Martin has 8. 67-54 lead for the Blue Demons with 4:36 left. Miller has her shot blocked to the left elbow, dives on the floor, and that's going to be a foul against Miller. Miller dove on the floor and knocked Penny down
Princeton foul
in the process.
Miller, her second.
That'll be her second. Hung will head in.
Nicole Hung is back in.
To spell Miller. We'll have a side out for the Blue Demons. And he will toss it in to Rinko. That pass intercepted, intended for Rinko, stolen by Polanski, and Polanski called a timeout. Help was coming, but Polanski used a timeout with pressure against her. And a 30-second timeout called by the Tigers. 67-54 the score. Princeton down by 13 with 4:19 left. And for the Tigers, they won 26 games in a row in Jadwick, dating back to December of 2009, and that streak ended almost nearly 2 years later at the hands of Delaware, and now in danger of losing their second straight home game. And also in danger of losing their second straight game as well, something the Tigers really haven't done in a few years. You'd have to go back to that 08-09 season for the last time the Tigers lost back-to-back games. Hung, right wing, outside pass to Rasheed. Rasheed, top of the circle. In the lane, falling to the floor, lost the ball. A Martin run out. Martin tracks down the ball, lays it up, missed it, couldn't gather herself, and a rebound out to Rasheed and the Tigers. Down the floor with a pass for Edwards. In the lane, the floater, a little short. Mulcrone with the rebound. Rinko, 2-on-1. Martin, the finish, right hand, count.
That was Hannah Martin from Brittany Rinko.
So Martin gets the layup attempt, and it's 69-54. Martin into double figures. It was a quiet first half of basketball for Martin, who only had 2 points. All good finds Hung, lays it up, misses it, but a foul coming up against Mulcrone.
DePaul foul on number 33, Maureen Mulcrone.
So Mulcrone
Timeout, a media.
picks up number 2, team foul 9
The Princeton University Department
against the Blue Demons. Time out on the floor with 3:23 left.
That's a 38 bar.
And it is 69-54 in favor of the Blue Demons.
And we'd like to take this time to thank a few of our corporate partners.
So again, Princeton in the process of seeing a lot of NCAA tournament-tested teams.
Grill, Tyco, and Weston.
Navy, of course, the defending Patriot League champion, lost to DePaul last season in the NCAA. DePaul made a run to the Sweet 16. And then, of course, the Tigers will see Stanford in California on Saturday.
MuscleMakerGrill.com, a proud partner of Princeton Athletics. Muscle Maker Grill, great food with your health in mind. With hospitals in
So the Tigers,
Robert Wood Johnson Health System,
again,
hospital system,
that's one of the things that Coach Bangor talked about at the beginning of the year. Schedule, when you take a look at this year versus previous years, this one is challenging. And the challenges keep coming for this Princeton team. And these tests are pretty stern ones. And the Tigers certainly out there with this DePaul team trying to go toe for toe with them. But they trail by 14, 69 to 54. Back out of the floor. It'll be Martin along with Harry, Kenny, Ringo as well. And
Hung at the line, shooting 2.
Hung, Allgood, Rasheed, Edwards, and Polanski out there for Princeton. Hung at the line for the first of 2. Gets the first one to drop in. Hung's second free throw. That is good as well. Hung, by the way, one of the many players surely excited to visit Stanford. She's no stranger to that campus. Accepted to Stanford, Harvard, and Princeton as the ball down the floor, tipped out of bounds, away from Penny. Hung's free throws, trimming it to a 13-point lead for DePaul, 69-56, as Martin will toss in left of the basket. Martin simply dumps in down low to Harry, but a foul.
Princeton
will be charged to Hung.
First, team 6.
Hung picks up her first foul. Team foul 6. It will put Harry on the line, though, for a pair of free throws. Harry's first rattles out. Harry, by no means a great free throw shooter. 50% on the year. Second one trickles in. 1 of 2 for the junior. 70-56 ball game. Polanski knocked to the floor, tried to save it, but it is out of bounds. DePaul basketball. Polanski and Hung in the backcourt, pressuring Rinko. Middle of the floor pass for Hampton, and Hampton backcourt. Hampton stepped over trying to catch the ball, the center of the floor. And Doug Bruno is not buying that call. And in fact, the officials are getting together to talk about it. Wow, they change the call. They give it to DePaul. So you don't see that too many times where the official from the far side comes in to overrule the play. The near side official made the backcourt call. Nonetheless, it's DePaul basketball. Hampton throws right. Rinko gets underneath the defense of Hung, misses a jumper, gets it back. And a new possession. Harry flips it back up top. .225 left to go. Harry trying to back in down low. Goes glass against Allgood, misses the shot. Polanski with a rebound. Hung crossing over, foul line. Jay is good. Cuts it to 70-58. Hampton at the wing area left side. Finds a cutting Rinko. Rinko with some room kicks it outside to Martin. Martin penetrates the defense, and we're going to foul. So the foul will be picked up by Princeton.
Princeton foul is on number 3, Lawrence Polanski, is second.
That'll be charged to Polanski. That's number 2. Against Polanski. We'll see Mariah Smith back in the game. Hung will sit.
Martin at the line. She'll shoot 1 and 1.
front end of a 1-and-1. First one up, no good, missed it. Edwards with a rebound. Rasheed at the right wing to the block area. Kicks it outside for Edwards. Edwards launches a three, no good. All good with the offensive board. The follow is good.
For Nevada, all good.
70-60 game. 10-point lead for DePaul. Rinko finds Penny open, left of the rim, lays it up and in.
By Jasmine Penny.
The Tigers had two players down after that layup, Smith and Rasheed. As Rasheed drives and goes to the line, as a foul will be called here
24, Keisha Hampton, her fourth
to
foul.
Hampton.
10. Double bonus.
So that'll put Rasheed at the stripe on that last play.
Niveen
After
Rasheed
the
at the line,
all-good
shooting 2.
finish, both Rasheed and Smith fell to the floor in an attempt to try to get the basketball originally, as Rasheed's first free throw rattles out. And then back down the floor, DePaul able to take advantage and get a layup out of it. Second free throw for Rasheed, that is good. So 20 points and 18 rebounds for Niveen Rasheed. Martin left side threw it away. Hampton cut one way, and Doug Bruno looks over Martin and says, I'm not sure what you're looking at there. 1:15 left. 72-61 game. Smith drives baseline, throws one up against the window, missed it. Loose ball in the lane, all good tying up.
On the jump ball.
Harry, and the jump ball works in favor of DePaul. Smith had her first field goal of the season against Navy, but unable to get a pair of shots to fall thus far tonight. Martin with a shot, trying to arch it over. Smith missed it. Rasheed with a loose ball. Rasheed in the lane, poked away from her. Step back jumper and good. Niveen Rasheed.
Timeout, Princeton.
Gets it to 72-63 with 53 seconds left. Timeout called by the Tigers.
Dining Services Food Gallery Player of the Game. Princeton University Dining Services.
So the Tigers trailing by 9, and Niveen Rasheed's impressive night continues. Rasheed down with 22 points. One of 3 Tigers in double figures. Rasheed with 20. All good with 14, and Kate Miller with 10. It looked like Edwards was going to be on her way to a double-figure performance tonight, but she has been held off here in the second half of the scoring department. 7 points for Edwards to go along with 6 rebounds. With 53 seconds left, Harry running the baseline, tosses into Martin, gets it back, and now a foul coming up. And that's a smart foul by the Tigers. They found the right player.
Princeton foul on number 30, Lauren Edwards.
Edwards fouled Harry, and that's one of the players you want to put to the line here. Harry, a 50% free throw shooter, as mentioned earlier.
Catherine Harry at the line, 1-1.
The Tigers would like to see at least one miss here. And that one falls in. Right on cue. One more for Harry. That one misses. All good. Gets the ball tipped to her. Rasheed, and let's see, a foul is going to be called here against DePaul. Polanski had the ball stripped from her at midcourt. It rolled down the floor to Rasheed, who then got hit by Rinko, and that'll put Rasheed on the line for a couple of free throws.
Niveen Rasheed at the line, shooting 2.
Rasheed on the way with the first free throw. That is good. Second one's up, and that misses. Miller almost got the rebound there. The ball hit off her hand and went out of bounds. 73-64. That could have been a big possession there for the Tigers, but they're going to have to foul here, you'd think. And instead it goes to Martin. off the feed from Hampton, and the whistle's blown.
Number 30, Lauren Edwards.
So Edwards in charge of the foul. That's her third, team foul 9. And another 1-and-1 coming up.
Anna Martin at the line.
So Martin at the stripe. Martin is a 67% free throw shooter. A 5'9" guard strokes through the first. Tigers have held her to an off night from the field, 4 of 11 shooting, but gets a pair of free throws there. 75-64, 42 seconds left. Edwards, left wing, 3 ball is up. That's good. Lauren Edwards knocks down the 3, and it's 75-67, a foul. Now they're
Princeton foul on number 3, Lauren
foul against Pulaski.
Double bonus.
And it's a double bonus situation. And there's also an issue, perhaps with maybe the clock.
Anna Martin at the line, shooting 2.
Well, the officials say maybe not. Oh, they do correct it. Martin's first free throw is good. It was to 29 seconds. And they just boosted it back up to 35.
For Princeton, number 2.
All good will head off. Laura Johnson will head in an effort to get the three-point shooters on the floor. Martin's second, forthcoming. That is good. 77-67, 35 seconds left. Polanski, middle of the floor, throws left, into the corner for Edwards. Back over to Rasheed, guarded by Martin. Rasheed cuts in, the floater, misses. Ball tipped out of bounds. Princeton ball with 24 seconds remaining. Johnson will throw in right of the basket. Does so to Rasheed. Outside Johnson, right corner 3, no good. The rebound, last touch, I believe, by Rinko. And it will, in fact, go to the Tigers. Great hustle there by Niveen Rasheed to get that ball to deflect off of Rinko. 17 seconds left, though, in the game. Rasheed with room for a 3, no good. Into the hands of Rinko. With 11 seconds left, Polanski fouls Rinko.
Princeton foul number 3, Polanski, are 4th.
Will help draw us to a close here. With the Tigers down by 10 with 10 seconds left. Awfully difficult to make up that time. And point differential. Rinko's first free throw misses. This is the first ever meeting between these two schools. In fact, DePaul doesn't have a wealth of experience against the Ivy League as a whole, as the second free throw by Rinko is good. 78-67 ball game with 9 seconds left. Rasheed throws over to Johnson. Johnson puts up a 3. That is no good, and that ball is saved by Miller, but stepped out of bounds in the process. 1.4 left. Thrown in to Hampton, and it's all over.
That's the end of the ball game. The final score, DePaul 78.
Coach Bruno and Coach Banghart exchange pleasantries at midcourt. It's DePaul that gets the win. 78-67 over the Tigers.
Tonight's Blue Gallery
Tigers
is Niveen Rasheed.
Dropped 2 in a row for the first time since the 2008-2009 season.
And the 5th highest total in school history.
And for Princeton,
brought to you by Princeton University.
certainly put forth the effort tonight, but couldn't quite slow down this DePaul club.
Tigers are back home Friday, January 13th.
Despite a big night from Niveen Rasheed,
thank you for coming this evening.
who had an impressive performance, 23 points and 18 rebounds, a career high in rebounds for Rasheed. Also, the 5th highest rebounding total